We're going to talk to Meriem Adib. She is part of a campaign called Make Mum Safer, and she joins us on the line now. Good morning.
Hi, Jake. Lovely to be on.
Well, it's lovely to have you. Why don't you just jump in and tell us what this campaign's all about?
Thank you. Well, we're really happy to be able to talk about it here. On Tuesday, we launched MakeMumSafer.com, hashtag MakeMumSafer, with the English Collective of Prostitutes in the House of Commons. That was an amazing thing for us because we're trying to raise awareness that 74% of sex workers are mothers. And
wow.
that more importantly, the law as it stands does not keep them safe. So hand in hand with the English Collective Prostitutes, Make Mum Safer is calling for change in the law for full decriminalisation of sex work. And we feel it's really long overdue. When I came across that statistic, I couldn't believe it. And that's why, together with my producer, Claire Cottrell, we made Mum, a powerful 2-minute film, and we would love people to watch it. We're trying to really highlight the fact that most sex workers are doing it to feed their children.
Right.
And the fact that most of them are mothers came as quite a shock to me, and I think will be of interest to your listeners too.
That is quite a shocking statistic. So what you're campaigning for is to have them legalised. So not necessarily the practice and not the clients.
Good question.
but not the workers, right?
Exactly. Well, what it is full decriminalisation, and actually there are nuances. Full decriminalisation means that, at the moment, sex workers can't work in safety together. So they can't be in flats with a colleague, which is obviously logic dictates that that's much safer. They are prosecuted for soliciting, for brothel keeping, and what happens is basically the sex worker is criminalised, fined, can even end up in prison, having all their earnings taken away from them and have a criminal record. And this is simply not logical and not safe. And that's very, very important. Full decriminalisation means that those women and men can work in safety together and that they are protected by the law. And that works in New Zealand. New Zealand has got full decriminalisation, has had for a while, and it's been proven that that is what is best for the sex workers for safety, because at the moment sex workers are incredibly vulnerable because of the law, and that seems utterly draconian.
So this is it's also about things like they can't come forward and report violence and stuff.
Exactly. Well, they can, but what happens is it's not taken seriously. And often, I couldn't believe it talking to so many sex workers saying that when they do that, they are the police take them under arrest. That's incredible, isn't it? So they report violence, and the police either lies to them and says that they can't help them, or they are criminalised themselves and arrested. So it's just not working as it is at the moment. And there's lots and lots of people behind the full decriminalisation of sex work, including, of course, Amnesty International, the Royal College of Nursing, lots and lots of organisations. And as I said before, the English Collective of Prostitutes really are the ones who've been campaigning tirelessly, Jake, for over 40 years. So it's not like this is a new idea.
What would you say to people who say, well, look, if you start to decriminalise this, it's just going to become more widespread?
Nonsense. It's here to stay. We have to keep women and men safe. It's not going to be any more widespread. It hasn't been in New Zealand, where they have got full decriminalisation.
But isn't that mainly involving hobbits? I'm sorry, I'm being so super.
Maybe that is a niche market, but I don't know much about that.
No, I don't know much about that. So you had a launch at the House of Commons this week, right?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was remarkable. We had MPs there talking. Tulip Siddiq, Dawn Butler hosted it with us. Sarah Soleimani, the actress, of course, is a great supporter. She introduced the film. And, of course, the ECP was there launching their symposium. So what that is really great, is all the evidence that they put forward to the Home Affairs Select Committee has been collated into one huge report called a symposium, and now it's going to sit in the House of Commons library. So all the MPs who should be educating themselves about this will be able to.
Amazing.
It was amazing. We had some great press. We had Indira Varma, the actress, there. There's a lot of support out there, Jake.
You've got some quite high-profile supporters, haven't you?
We do. So on MakeMumSafer.com, your listeners can hear true accounts from sex workers of what it's really like under current law, i.e. dangerous, read out by people like Michael Sheen, Stephanie Beecham, Indira Varma. We've got Julie Hesmondale, Doon McKichan. These guys are really right behind us. And what we've got to do is listen to the sex workers, listen to their experience. They're the experts, and really realise that this is long, long overdue. Absolutely.
Well, good luck with the campaign. If people want to find out more, where should they go?
They go to MakeMumSafer.com. or #MakeMumSafer, and there's a brilliant fact sheet there for anyone who's really interested in the issue, and I urge everyone to educate themselves. And there's also a petition to sign there, which means that it could get debated in Parliament, which is really, really what we need. So MakeMumSafer.com.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for talking to us today.
Thanks, Jake.
All right.
Take care.
Take care. That was Meriem Adib from Make Mum Safer.